Welcome to Courageous Conviction. Remember that Jeff and I record each Saturday 5 episodes. So please hit the like button, subscribe so you catch all 5 episodes. We usually start out with one theme or topic. We have to go down a lot of rabbit holes to really understand it. Some things are more sensitive than others right now, what's going on in the world. So hit the like button, subscribe, and let's jump into this video. Okay, let's stop.
They are the ones the Lord referred to.
So here we go. In November, you have the opportunity. And here's the thing. This is President David O. McKay talking about supporting candidates, political candidates that will support the Constitution in its traditional form, right? You have 2 people in the last 2 elections, Joe Biden and Donald Trump. Which one of those supports the Constitution? Well, if you're listening to CNBC, NBC, ABC, CNN, you're going to think it's Joe Biden. But all you have to do is look at the works. Remember, we cannot judge by what other people say. We need to look at their works. What are they doing? And I'm not talking about works that Trump is being accused of doing, because there were no facts that have been laid out, but works that they're actually doing. What did Trump do as a president? No wars. He brought peace to the Middle East. He even won a Nobel Peace Prize for doing that. And the economy was good, and he defended freedom. One of the first things he did when he took over office that Barack Obama did was try to dampen the freedom of religion. And Donald Trump came in and took that law, that executive order that Barack Obama had left, and he overturned it, allowing us our religious freedoms. And a lot of people don't realize that. Joe Biden, on the other hand, is allowed a complete overrun. He's fulfilling the prophecies of our Heavenly Father. That's true, he is, by overrunning the nations and allowing these things to come in to steal our inheritances. Second chapter of Jacob, or first chapter of Jacob. Don't remember which one, first, second chapter of Jacob. We'll talk about that. And we'll talk about it in other videos. So you can see the difference. One's defending freedom, one's trying to defend the Constitution, and one's having everything taken away from him. Even if Donald Trump wins, they're going to make his life miserable. You don't see that happening right now with who's in office at this time. You also saw Elder Uchtdorf, amongst others, but Elder Uchtdorf supporting Joe Biden in his run against Donald Trump, which goes to show that even our apostles don't understand what's really going on here. They're missing it. They're not seeing the whole picture. And that is proof, because I'm sure the Elder Uchtdorf knew just how in control Satan was right now of the Democratic Party, that he would not have been supporting him. And I don't know if he's still there or not there, but you got to remember, he comes from communist Germany, or socialist Germany, or fascist Germany, however you want to put it. It all is Marxist Germany. That's where he comes from. He served in the military there. So he has got socialism embedded in him, like Hugh B. Brown did when Elder Benson was trying to get this message across to us. Hugh B. Brown fought him a lot, but President David O. McKay supported Elder Benson in his efforts, and actually encouraged him with the John Birch Society, etc., to help the members understand. For many, many years, these principles I'm trying to express right now, and these are commandments that have not ever gone away. They're just not being talked about right now because they can't be. Let's continue on with this, Walter.
Who is wise man? It is to them, the Lord and his prophets, that we should go to determine what the Constitution is. There must have been a tradition of our founding fathers, or President McKay would not have referred to it. One of the best books on this subject was written by Clarence Carson, entitled The American Tradition, distributed by the Foundation for Economic Education at Irvington-on-Hudson, New York. President J. Reuben Clark served on their board of trustees for some time. I now have the honor of so serving. To the Lord, his prophets, and the founding fathers, we must go to learn of this divine document, so our efforts will be to preserve and not destroy the Constitution. The prophet Joseph Smith said in a great discourse in Nauvoo on February 7, 1844, Were I the President of the United States, I would honor the old paths of the venerated fathers of freedom. I would walk in the tracks of the illustrious patriots who carried the ark of the government upon their shoulders with an eye single to the glory of the people, unquote. Said President George Albert Smith, I am saying to you that to me the Constitution of the United States of America is just as much from my Heavenly Father as the Ten Commandments. When that is my feeling, I am not going to go very far away from the Constitution, and I am going to try to keep it where the Lord started it and not let Antichrist come into this country, unquote.
Okay, let's stop right there.
And speaking of
And now what we're seeing is Antichrist already been into the country. The warnings of the Antichrist, the people, the atheists coming in the Antichrist, right? The secret combinations was during this generations, where it does this time. The baby boomers had the warning, and the baby boomers are leading right now in many areas, and they're still failing to understand the warning. Shame on us, baby boomers. We didn't do our part. And now our country's in trouble because of it. What are we going to do about it? To sit back at church and just let it all happen, hide our head in the sand, hope it goes away, figure, well, we only got a few years left to live. That's what I hear from her. Well, you know, we should do something about it. I don't like it either, but I only got a few years left, and so I don't want to get involved. That's sad. Our founding fathers put their lives on the line for their children and their grandchildren, their posterity. They said that they would rather die today defending freedom, having freedom for their posterity, than their posterity not having freedom. And I feel the same way. I am willing to die today to defend that Constitution. I'll do what it needs to be done to defend that Constitution righteously, and in all the ways Heavenly Father will guide me through the Spirit. And I hope that many more out there feel the same way. But as you just heard from Elder Benson in this conference talk, that we as a people need to defend that Constitution and not let the Antichrist come into the country to take it away. We are being invaded right now by Antichrist. We say, well, there's good people there. I am so sorry. There is not much more of an expert on Latin America or Latin American culture than I am. There may be a few out there, but I spent 25 years in depth and a lot of money studying these cultures in all of Latin America, living in 4 of their countries legally and learning 2 of their languages and starting a little bit of Quechua. I lived with the natives too, lived in the jungle, lived with the natives. I lived in the Amazon, Brazil, Nicaragua, Costa Rica. Those are places I've lived. I've studied in every Latin American country. I thank you for being with us on Courageous Conviction. Remember, there's 5 episodes each week that we put out. We have to go down a lot of rabbit holes, so stay with us, hit the thumbs up, subscribe, and don't miss tomorrow's episode on Courageous Conviction.